Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing great. Today, we're going to see about water. How many of you drink plenty of water? I see only some hands are raising up. See, you need to drink plenty of water because water is very essential for our body. Okay, first we see where and how water is found. See, on earth, the nature has given so many availability of water. So, on earth, water is available in nature in three forms. Now, we see what are those three forms are. First form is solid form. Second form is liquid form. Third form is gaseous form. For solid, the water will be of kind of a solid kind of substance. Example, glaciers. And liquid form, we can take ocean water as an example or as drinking water is in kind of liquid form. And gaseous form is nothing but when you boil water, okay, when you boil water, you see kind of steams coming up, right? When you boil a water, so those streams are nothing but it's a gaseous state, okay, gaseous form. Now we see the composition of water. See, take a glass of water in your hand. See, first, water is transparent. That means if you hold a glass of water in your hand and if you can able to see the other side of the glass because water is transparent. Okay, you can see from one end to the other end. So that much transparent is water is. And water is tasteless. Like you cannot, sense any kind of taste when you drink water, and it is odorless. There is no sense of any smell, any kind of smell in water, and water is nearly colorless. And the composition of water is composed of, water is composed of two atoms of hydrogen which is combined with one atom of oxygen. So the molecular formula of water is H2O. Now we see the physical composition of water. See, water, it changes from place to place and it's clear or cloudy. Some, they are fresh or salty, and some it is oxygenated or not very oxygenated. And the amount of salt in water is termed as salinity. Now we see how this salinity has been categorized. See, based on this water, is classified into three main categories. See, first is fresh water. Second is brackish water. Brackish water is nothing but it is neither fresh water nor seawater. And third is seawater. In fresh water, the amount of salt will be of 0.5 percentage to 1 percentage, and in brackish water the salt content will be of 3 percentage, and in sea water you can see more than 3 percentage of salt. Now we see ocean water. See, in ocean water we can see salt is present in ocean water. For example, if you visit a beach, if you go to beach, the water in the beach which is of highly in salt content. So those salt includes solid chloride, magnesium chloride and calcium chloride. See, we'll do one small activity. See, take a china dish. Fill the china dish with tap water. You should not use any distilled water or RO water. Take tap water and you boil the china dish. Okay. So boil at a full temperature so that the water all will be evaporated, and you can able to see some some amount of deposit of salt in it, okay, on the surface of the china dish. So this proves that water has dissolved salts in it. Now we see how we conserve water. So conservation of water is nothing but, see, water on earth remains the same, okay, water on earth it remains the same, but plants, animals and humankind like us, because of us, water is decreasing day by day. So that term we call as scarcity of water. So now we look upon what are the reasons for water scarcity. First is population explosion. Because of high population, the water demand has been increased. Because of increased production and increase using of water, there is a water scarcity. An uneven distribution of rainfall. See, we are facing global warming. Okay, so there is lack of rainfall at a particular certain period of time. Sometimes there is no rainfall and sometimes there is heavy rainfall. So because of global warming, we do end up in water scarcity. And decline of groundwater table. See, for our for our drinking purpose, we put bore and we draw water from the ground. We draw the groundwater, right? So because of which water scarcity is taking place. And pollution of water. See, some water are being polluted by the pollutants. Some water are being polluted because of throwing the waste in the water, because of which we don't consume those kind of water, and that leads to water scarcity. And careless use of water. So we need to save water. Now we see what is conservation. See, conservation is nothing but saving for the future generation. And conservation of water is nothing but saving water usage, using it carefully in a limited way. Now we see the methods of water conservation. Water conservation includes two types of method. One is water management method, another one is rainwater harvesting method. Now we see the water management method. See, in water management method, we can bring awareness to the people by telling about the bad effects of throwing the waste in the water bodies. And we can recycle the water by separating the pollutants alone. And we can use those recycled water. And minimizing the use of chemical fertilizer in agriculture, because that will reduce the pollution of underground water level. And controlling deforestation, because deforestation is nothing but cutting down of trees, right? So if you keep on cut down the trees, it will lead to global warming. We will lack rainfall, because of which we will end up in scarcity of water. So controlling deforestation is very must. And irrigation pattern. See, while watering the plants, we use the pipe to water the plants, right? So in which we use so many amount of water, and some are really is very really unwantedly the water is wasted. So in case of irrigation pattern, the limited water is being used for planting the trees. Now we see rainwater management. See, rainwater management method, we are collecting the rainwater directly, okay? And it is of two types of in two types we can do rainwater harvesting. One is collecting the water from the rooftop, and collecting flowing water. Flowing water is example ponds, okay? Like ponds are formed because of these rainfalls. So small ponds will be there in some parts of area. So because of the we can save even those waters by forming a bud around the ponds. And collecting rainwater from the roof is nothing but in our roof the water will be collected, right? We can connect a pipe to the from the roof to the ground, so that the water is collected through the pipe and stored in the underground tank. So this is how the rainwater harvesting has been taking place, and the ponds are being formed with buds at the four sides, so that the water is stored. So March 22nd we celebrate World Water Day. So I think I made myself clear to you all. We saw what is water, and composition of water, and how do we conserve the water. So thank you, students.